Yeah, the hunt is on. Every step I take is with my gauge. I'm selling dope. I can't live on fucking minimum wage. A young black man, and you know what that means, G. A hard life, and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking scared that I might just up and retaliate. You ask me why, should my heart be filled with hate? Motherfucker past, talking about shit that's happening here today. I'm on my knees, oh Lord help me control this rage. I'm being teased like a beast, locked within a cage. They're setting traps, and almost kill me twice, you see. They won't feel safe till they got me hanging from a tree. I'm still running, but I got the Lord on my side. Pour drink on the corner for my homies that have fought and died. Ain't nothing changed, I still live my life in fear. I ask you God, where we go from here? From here.
Where do we go from here?
So where do we go?
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go?
Where do we go from here?
What's up, man? What's up? This T.O.G. and Brilla podcast. What it do, man? What it do?
What's
man?
happening? I'm just chilling, my nigga.
You
What's
already
happening?
know how we do.
You feel
You
me?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's what it is.
So you know how we started off. How
Yeah.
you week? How you week?
Man, my week been extraordinary lovely.
Okay.
Yes, I've been having a great time. I went to see 8-Ball, MJG.
So you
Bum
been
B.
out.
Yeah, you know, my thing is, man, I've been sitting in the house chilling, not really just getting my shit together now.
Yeah.
So now I'm just about to get out and socialize a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Put up your game.
I mean, this is what it's called for right now. If it was called for me to be in the lab, I'm gonna be in the lab. But this is what it's called for.
It's
So,
necessary.
it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? By all means.
All right. You already know. Look, and I saw y'all at the A-Ball. I saw y'all. Oh, I just didn't know. All right. So anyway, so my week, it's been pretty good, man. Let me see how it started off. What, the 4th of July, the weekend coming up, everybody celebrating or whatever. You know, I'm still stuck on that. Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I didn't celebrate
still
4th of July. Man. I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know family and
Yeah.
kicking and love
Yeah,
like
kicking.
that. I call it more of a family celebration because it's caught up into the whole systematic way of we've been doing it. But we can just change and make our own narrative behind it. We don't have to be what they want.
I think a lot of people just celebrate 4th just by being off. It ain't even by the
I mean,
holiday.
really. I mean, just really think about it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Take one. So mine, we actually, we went to the niece. She had my birthday party.
Right.
They threw her a surprise 90s party. It was lit.
Hell,
lit.
they were born in the 90s, wasn't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they ain't know what going on in the 90s.
Yeah. but I'm telling you, they was lit, right? So I'm looking and watching. You know how I told you I've been paying attention to detail. So I'm watching our nieces, how they move, like, you know. So Amber's birthday coming up, and they threw her, a surprise.
Right.
And I'm watching them, how everybody's like looking up to her, and she making a crowd move, right?
Right.
And they had it. Like, man, she did a TikTok, and it was like, they played that Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmare. Are you ready? She coming through that motherfucker, right? And she finally got to the place and got up on. They put up on a table. So that song climaxes. Keep going.
Well, that just
The crowd went crazy.
that goes from back when we used to do them things back in the day. We used to do the shows and stuff when we were young.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's just part of our culture. That's part of who we are in our DNA.
Exactly.
I mean, what I'm saying, it doesn't surprise me that it's like that.
Yeah.
What really surprised me is we hadn't done anything with it. That's what I'm working on.
And that's
You know
what
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
thinking about. That's what I was leading up to. I'm like,
Well, I've been
motherfucker
talking to
need
Brooke
to
too.
stay.
Brooke bad with it. You know
all
what
over
I'm
there,
saying?
Brooke, Chelsea.
Yeah, but Brooke could be a promoter. Brooke can come up with all type. The thing is, we just got to get into the point where we understand what we're doing, and then start, what I want to say, promoting, supporting everything we need to do as a family.
Yeah.
See, what we lose is that we think we got to go somewhere else to get something done.
Gotcha.
See, we got all the resources we need in the house.
Exactly.
And I'm not just talking about my particular house as family. I'm talking about in our house as people.
Yeah.
We don't have to go anywhere to get what we need if we understand what we need is right here.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
And look, And so you just said the magic word, family, and it's about the family
Yeah,
affair.
ain't
Right.
no doubt. Family matters. That's the name of the thing.
Family matter.
You know
so
what I'm
look, so what we were bringing to y'all, man, this is a family affair tonight. So we actually, further ado, we're gonna introduce our niece, our nephew, and my daughters, which is your
Partner.
niece,
Yeah.
a girlfriend, right? So we're gonna introduce this. So we're gonna start off from the oldest, down from Byron, our nephew, right?
Take that thing out your face, man.
Yeah, we.
You finna rob something.
I was at work.
So look, we got Byron on the end around here, right? That's
Byron,
how-
introduce yourself. Tell them what you
Yeah.
do and what's going on with you.
Well, I'm Byron. I'm Lindell's and Uncle Tim's nephew. I'm
Right.
actually 33. I just had a birthday Juneteenth.
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 I'm a store manager at Some of Your Cookies.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm just a pretty cool lady.
Yeah, you really are.
Individual.
And y'all look, and he's the manager at in Some of Your Cookies. Y'all go mess with him, right?
We leave.
Go see
Yeah,
him.
come see us.
Where at? Where
Southside.
Southside.
Right? By Jimmy John's and Jimmy Neat's.
Okay, y'all go see him. Y'all go fuck with
Yeah,
him.
go get you some cookies.
Yeah, real talk. Hey,
I
and they
love
good.
cookies.
I love
I don't know. I don't know about y'all. I love me some cookies. Cookies,
So-
cookies. I'm talking about the cookies.
Some ice cream.
So
Yeah, you
I'm talking about cookies. Y'all talking about cookies. I'm talking about cookies.
so now we got my oldest girl, Jalen.
Hey, my name is Jalen. I'm Lindell's daughter and Uncle Tim's niece. I'm 22. I work at Medical West. Just out here living, you know.
Living life.
Thriving.
And
You
then
just
we
living,
got
you
and then
thriving.
we got my daughter's girlfriend, Neek.
Hey, I'm Neek. I'm Jalen's girlfriend. I've been knowing them by roughly over a year.
Mhm.
I work at Sprint. That's about it.
So look, so what we gonna tap into. So this what we're gonna tap into the LGBT. Alright.
Now they got Q on it.
Alright. The Q. We're gonna add the Q to it. Alright. We wanna get this right. So we're gonna tap into their world. We wanna know the ins and outs because we wanna understand and so a lot of people don't understand what y'all actually go through.
Well, let me say this
Okay.
before we get started with them.
Okay.
With this one right here, Byron. Now Byron, we knew something early.
Yeah.
I mean, just being honest. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just say this like this: we never treated, and I don't think we did, you different than anybody else in the family. If one of the boys got hit,
Byron got hit too.
he was probably the worst.
Hey, tell me, you punch one in the chest?
Everybody got the punch because you shouldn't have been letting him do that.
Yeah.
So you know, it was not ever a situation in my mind that I never thought about him as being anything but love in my eyes. Just love. That's all I saw.
That's what we see.
Yeah, that's all I saw. I didn't see any of the stuff they talking about now. Hell, whatever you gonna do, you gonna do. I don't care who you know. That's why I would. But go ahead, tell what your side of what you
So
got.
listen, all right. So what I want to ask you.
Okay.
What I want to ask you. So for you, because you're older than Jalen and me, you're probably roughly about 10 years older, 10, 11 years. And so during your time, because when we was coming up, it was very tabooish. So it was very like we knew a person here and now that was gay. All right. So back then they was more scared to come out of the closet because they got picked on or beat up or anything like that.
Yeah.
So during your time, you came through just roughly what the 80s, late 80s, right? Yeah. So tell us how it was for you. Like what the experience like? Did you had to hold back or?
Well, I didn't have all of that. See, I came up and we was like known, so
Okay.
it's like I wouldn't say I had it easy. I still had to pave my way and make my name known. But I, like Uncle Tim said, everybody already knew.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just was something that was just never said.
Okay.
And I never really got asked about it. So when I did come, like when I was in middle school and high school, it wasn't cool. You couldn't be talking to the mic. You couldn't be gay. You couldn't like. I mean, I seen other gay people get teased and get made fun of and get like bullied and beat up, but I never experienced that because I was still
and on the
chilling.
brothers too.
Yeah, because see, my brothers were known, my uncles were known in high school, the middle school
Okay.
I went to, so everybody always knew me. So I
Okay.
didn't have that like stigma. Now I still had the ones who didn't know me that would try me, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But after they knew who I was, then it was something different, you know. But back then, I mean, for me, it wasn't that. I seen friends that went through like really, really terrible
time,
things.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like we still had to adjust. Like with me bringing my like boyfriends around and stuff like that, we still had to. You know, it was new to all of us. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just out of, you know, just that's just me. I'm private on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So not bringing them around, was it more like, I don't want to bring them around because...
No, it was just my choice because see, a lot of guys that we normally date are not really out like that. They're not open, like they're not ready to explore that chapter. Like somewhat like P Valley, like with Murder and Uncle Cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real life for certain people.
Yeah.
So it's like that right there, and seeing it in that visual, you really get to see the honest and the raw feedback of your friends and how they really interpret you and look at you, because that's your lifestyle that they're watching. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like with that, you don't have a lot of men that just want to come out like that. They just like they do what they do and they just want to sit back.
Let me ask you a question as a child, as a young child.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because they saying that's where a lot of the stuff start. Let me man, I know you ready. Calm your head down. Let me get through.
All right.
You know, people say that they've been molested, that they were treated bad. You know, did you ever go through anything like that we don't know about?
Yeah.
No, even like that whole stigma where everybody think, oh, you didn't have no male role models in your life.
Oh,
it was just you
that.
guys, and I had that, and I still like what I like, and I had some like awesome men in my life that was providers that did everything, that spoiled us. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I like. So when they come with that, oh, were you born gay, or is this just something you learned? Like, nah, like since I was a kid, I knew. You know what I'm saying? And people have to let that go and let people tell their story. You know what I'm saying?
Now, we're not
I was
saying-
never touched. I
That's
ain't
good.
never experienced none of that. So
Good. That to me saying in my mind, long as you weren't forced or felt to be forced to do anything, that I feel like my job was done.
no, y'all had us in football camp, training camp on the summers. We didn't do like with normal kids. When we was coming up, me, Timothy, Jonathan, all of us, like when we stayed in Dalton Drive, we was in training camp because they played football. I worked concession stands, remember? So it's like that's just what we did.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like we was just out just hoodlums. Like
And to let y'all know, Byron was the fastest kid.
Yeah,
you
like-
fan all them,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
just I didn't want to play sports.
Yeah.
I like to cook,
Gotcha.
you know. So that was just my thing.
I can remember cooking. Speaking of cooking,
Easy
remember
bake
he had the
oven.
Easy bake oven. Byron was cooking brownies.
Real brownies.
Real brownies. I'm telling y'all.
So it's not far fetched that he's working where he works because he's always been a cook. Yeah.
And we waiting in line to get them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Child
Yeah.
line,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. It went number love. I had an Easy Bake Oven at 10, and I went judge.
So I just wanted to let you know from me, like I've been around probably since she was roughly about 6 or 5ish range. I got with your auntie back then, and I just looked at you as as love. Byron, it wasn't no he gay. I don't care. You my nephew. I love him. And that my biggest thing, I just didn't never want y'all to. The world is cruel.
Yeah,
And that'd be my whole like. When I see that, I be like, oh, they gonna mistreat him.
yeah.
And it hurt.
See, you know why I didn't ever worry about nothing like
Y'all
that?
raised me tough.
Because see, my thing is
Go tap,
that's my nephew. Period. Period.
Exactly.
Period. I love all of mine. I don't care what you're doing. Long as you ain't hurting yourself, hurting others, and you happy.
Exactly. That's the key.
You understand what I'm saying?
you happy.
It don't matter to me. I love you regardless. You know that though. You know this ain't
I mean, I'm
nothing new.
hip on that.
True.
Well, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
We good. We good. But you know what I'm saying? You surprised me. You made me proud. I mean, because I've been gone for a while, but I remember you writing letters. I remember talking on the phone. I remember I could scare y'all to death just on the telephone for free. They'd be sitting in the corner crying. Uncle Tim coming. Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But see, my thing was, it wasn't the fact that I was scaring them. It's the respect level that they had as young kids. And that's the whole thing. Respect yourself. Because I'm going to respect you. And I'm going to demand that you respect yourself. Because once you do that, respect and love yourself, you're going to respect and love others. Even if they don't treat you fair, you know how to walk away. You got to vibrate higher than everybody else. All these mundane people walking through here with this slow walking, talking, thinking. You got to get past that. You got to always elevate yourself. No matter where you at, what you doing, or who you doing it with. That's your business.
So Byron, is how like for you now, do you carry some type of you know how some people hold their head down, or are you happy? Are you proud? You get what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, because see, like with me being like a young black gay man, like we just went on that retreat with my job,
saw that,
and
yeah.
it's like for me to run my store is a $3.5 million store, and
Alright.
not even with the company with what we do, just to be young and black and just a gay man in that position. That they really don't see us like that a lot, you know what I'm
handle
saying?
yours,
And
yeah.
it's like I really run it, and I'm proud of myself. You know
That's
what I'm
You
saying?
came a
That's
long
a
way.
great thing.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we
know
have
what I'm
watched you.
saying? Thank you.
You've been waiting to be store manager.
Yeah, because I've been fighting for that. And it's
Yeah.
like, in this type life, like, they don't really look at that. You have to
they
really know
see you
somebody.
now.
And even though my resume always showed that I had the qualifications,
Years
it
ago.
took somebody else
Years
that
ago.
was like, to make me really who I am. And it's like, other than that, I just can't do nothing but really thank her, like, for real.
Well, from us, we proud of you.
I know.
You know, we
all
always gonna proud of you.
Yeah.
So we always gonna represent you, right?
Yeah.
We gonna be behind you. We've been talking about our family. We need that village. How
Yeah.
we just have. We
Well,
gonna keep
you
that
know,
village.
since I know from, I mean, I can go back as far as y'all wouldn't even thought about. I can go back when he was a baby, and they had to come on. I had to babysit all of them.
Yeah.
I'm talking about at 10.
Yeah.
You know
You
what
were
I'm
10
saying?
years old, y'all.
Yeah, I was 10. You know what I'm saying? I got to babysit everybody. So the village thing has always been a part of our life.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't any adults, we helped raise ourselves at the time. Okay? So in our family, it always, to me, it was like one for all for one. We leave nobody behind. Nobody. And that's the way I feel about it. We leave nobody behind. You know what I'm saying? And then our family is not just a family of people who have the same bloodline. We would adopt your ass in a minute. If you good people.
Real talk.
If you good people. You ain't got to even sweat it.
Yeah.
Then come on, with love here.
Yeah.
Love here, that's what we putting out. Putting out number love. Now, it might be hard around the corner. You might want to cut the crust off, but don't do it because the crust is the best goddamn part.
That's the best part.
You
ain't
better
it?
listen to me now.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't hear me.
Yeah.
Now, baby girl, let me ask you something. Now, I wasn't here with all the things, because I remember the first time I saw you at 9. Hell, you was tall as Tanya. And I was like, man, this little girl here is gonna be a. Linda, don't make me kill nobody by her, okay? Cause she had, 9, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I mean, excuse me. So, I'm tripping. And then, I don't know what happened to dynamics, but when I got home, it was already. How did that go? I want to ask you, what was your path like when you dealt with it?
Okay, well, on a social tip, can you hear me?
Yeah.
On the social tip, I was pretty cool in school. Like, I got along with everybody pretty great. So I think some people probably picked up on it, but like when I finally came out in the 8th grade.
The 8th grade. 7th grade. Oh, so you.
I can still remember you coming there telling me, Mama.
That was 8th.
No. 7th.
That was 8th, yeah.
Baby, you came to us in 7th grade. You said.
That was in 2013.
Baby, I'm gonna tell you, I remember this vivid. I remember this vivid. So you was like, in which I had already I was hip to it, probably roughly around the field fish. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm not even looking at you like that because you my child. I don't care. You Jalen to me. So I can remember 7th grade, you saw it getting a little shape and everything. And I can remember that was the first time me and you ever had our like a falling out, like, cause you were coming back, cause you always been like a straight A student. We was about grades, so we wasn't studying all that. He say, she say. And you come back, talking about different stuff, and I'm laying in the bed. I'm like, what them grades look like? And you like, what? And so you had an attitude with me for like 2 weeks. Me and you didn't hardly talk for 2 weeks, and that was the toughest time for me, cause we so close.
So what you felt about it? How you felt about the
To be
thing?
honest, I don't even remember that.
Okay. So what you remember?
Now in the 7th grade, I remember if y'all talking about shape wise coming out, then okay, cool, 7th grade. But 8th grade, like coming out, I had a girlfriend.
I think
Daddy
that's when
let
you
her tell the
got
truth.
comfortable.
Okay.
Huh?
I think that's when you got comfortable.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably when I got comfortable with it.
But you already knew you was out because you was out for that, right?
Yeah,
To your own people. To
Yeah,
your,
yeah,
Okay, go so.
But I came out to my
told us.
parents in the 8th grade.
Right. So what it felt like?
Because I had a girlfriend, and I was like, I don't want to keep nothing from them. You know, so I went to them and told them, and I'm thinking they gonna take it cool. No.
No, so
Let her tell it.
tell her what you said then.
I was like, I got a girlfriend, and I handed them the phone like with our messages on it because I think it was our
But
anniversary.
you came out before then. This what you told us in 7th grade. You said, shit, man, everybody doing this. Am I lying, baby? She was like, everybody doing that. That was 7th grade. You like, man, everybody doing this. So we look, you know. Yeah.
That was 8th grade.
Okay, well,
Okay.
what did it
Tell
do?
me how that was 8.
Tell
I
me
could
what.
call her and ask her. She was like, oh yeah, that was 8. But
Tell
my
your
mom-
truth, baby. What come
My
on?
mom, she was real dramatic. She was crying. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And then, you know, like how the dad, he kind of just got to go to the wife's side, like, oh yeah, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You can tell he really ain't care as much as she did. She was like, I got a gay cousin and a gay uncle. And,
Right.
But not my daughter. No,
Yeah,
but
she stuck on that.
yeah, she did. When we had our own little falling out, I think that was the hardest thing about coming out. Me and my mom, we got into it a lot, but we got past it. She grew a lot through that. I'm real proud of her. I'm proud of you, girl.
And I think that made us become, me and you became real close. Like, you came to me a lot, and it was like, that's how, I think our friendship really started then. Like, day-to-day talking, it was like, we became like best friends with it.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, and I just always looked at it like, man, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
Yeah, further along, you were like, yeah, I don't care.
further
Yeah,
along. Don't let him lie to
yeah.
you. He trying to act like he was there from the
Yeah.
beginning. He was never the top.
Yeah.
Off the top.
It wasn't like,
Off the
But
top.
see,
He
Jalen, you
felt it.
had your mom and them calling me, asking me, well, Byron, how did you feel? When did you know? When did you come out? Or when this and inquiring like all these questions they never asked me before. You know
So
what I'm
that helped.
saying?
That helped the
So
whole
it made them-
communication
yeah,
thing.
So
Okay.
it made them get to know me
Yeah.
more.
You
It made
tricked
them
some
closer.
of
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like,
Or
cause Tanya,
two,
see,
yeah.
Tanya like my favorite auntie. So I always call and talk to Tanya about anything. I don't care what I'm going through. If it's my personal life, whatever, I'm always call Tanya and talk to her if I really need to. So it's like your mama was really finally like it made us closer because she had to understand.
had to open
to
her
she
eyes.
understand
did,
you,
and I had
you
to
know what I'm
understand
saying?
that. Like, you know, it just comes
So
from
I
what they
was a little
used
mad
to.
because I was like, how Jalen ain't gonna come to me and I'm the gay kid. Like,
Not all good.
you know what I'm
You right,
saying?
though.
So, but that's somebody again. That's their story and that's their
Right, you
comfort
gotta.
level. So
Now let me ask you a question, Neat. How does it feel when you come into a family, and you know you going through your own thing with your family? Then now you have to come to a family as a relationship, as a couple. You know what I'm saying? Now I know how I feel when I walk and go date a girl and I'm going in there and they look at me and say, "Oh, get that nigga out of my house." I don't know why you brought him here. So how it go like that?
I mean, I never really got that vibe.
Okay.
No, not from Lindale. I know she had to get adjustment to like, okay, so Jalen really, really like her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no, like, okay. I'm real big on energy. Like, she like, okay, I accept my daughter, but it's just like, I mean, but now, like, we cool, we talk more, like, it's nothing like that. I just know she had to get used to me, like, okay, this is real. Like, yeah. I mean, but other than that, nobody else, like, really made me uncomfortable. She never really made me uncomfortable. I just
You just knew.
Knew.
You just knew that it wasn't really. She wasn't really right there, right
Yeah,
then.
not right there.
But it
Not
was.
right there.
But did she ever give you a feeling like she couldn't grow?
No.
She never closed her mind. See. My thing is things will take you by surprise. You know what I'm saying? Something happen. You know, I've been caught by surprise a lot of things. But can you adjust, adapt, and grow with that spirit? Yeah. See, if you can do that, then you can really basically conquer the world. Because long as you can be a part of a movement and not staying stagnant. That's when the mosquitoes come, malaria. If you're not moving, then what's going to be that? So my thing is with the energy that y'all putting out, it's more of like a movement than just a sexual thing. People get tied too far into the sex.
Just sex.
Those
Exactly.
those people. Like,
Yeah. Say it again.
Say it what?
It's their fantasy. Like when y'all have people that's not probably gay or anything like that, and they're just not inquiring because or inquiring or something like that. You can't just sit there and just make gay just like sexual. Like it's so much more than
But
that.
a lot of people think it
it's so
is.
much,
A lot of people think it's
because
just,
that's their taboo of what they like and what they want to see.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not our reality.
Gotcha.
That's their reality, because it's the same thing whether it's a gay, straight, bi,
Literally
whatever.
the exact
It's
same
just
thing.
love. Like that's all it is. And I don't understand that stigma. I think that's what makes me upset with people. But people also got to know to touch back on Jalen and them situation. It's okay for our parents not to be there. You know what I'm saying?
you got to think where we came
Yes,
from.
it's old.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think like it makes you a bad person. It makes you less understanding. It's just like because it's a lot of people that's going out there going through stuff like that. Because my mama one of the toughest ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my mama had to adjust.
Your mama
you
on
know?
the screen right
Yeah.
now, like what she said. She said, your mama said, "Be easy." She said, "Cause his mama don't play." She's already online. Like,
So it's like my mama, like, y'all gotta understand. I was raised by a strong black woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then my aunties, then my grandma.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a powerhouse.
But
So what
see-
people gotta understand, it took my mama and them growth. You know what I'm saying? But I was never mistreated. I was never just that. It's okay. You gotta let people get in their time to
Nah.
just adjust.
Go ahead, baby.
Now, my mama, she was her first like now she found me. My mama, she like to go through phones. I ain't never had no privacy. She never. I'm talking about. I'm 15, 16. She still going to my phone.
yeah.
But
And
that's
so-
it. Now give them. Now let's stop now, cause you know they that child trafficking, all all this stuff going on, perverts.
Yeah, but
People
that
was.
was-
Well, what I'm saying is
She ain't do my little sister like that.
parents was okay. Well, I don't know about that.
Well, we learn off. We learn from
But
one.
parents at this time were afraid of all type of things that were going on in the internet, pedophiles and everything else. So at 15, 16, I could see that. So let's not take and just throw on the, you know.
Okay, it's a difference. You saying like
She knew.
like I didn't have a Facebook. I didn't have I had like messages.
Oh,
like,
that's it.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? She was still strict about certain stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting older. I'm age. At this point, it's embarrassing. Like,
Oh, you couldn't have grown up in the goddamn 60s, 70s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They
I'm
come
like,
to
it's-
school and beat your ass, goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, you like back
Go
when
ahead,
you
go
grew
ahead,
up,
baby.
Yeah, you
Go
didn't
ahead.
have privacy.
Yeah, go ahead, baby.
yeah. I mean, so I was just like, So she found out. She came to my room. I'm on the phone. She's like, who you on the phone with? I'm like, I'm on the phone with a boy. I'm talking to him. She like, that don't sound like no boy. So she had to listen at the door. Listen. I'm like, oh my God. So she go through my phone. And I tell her, and I'm crying, boo. I'm like, man. So she like, it's Adam and Eve and all that. That ain't
Everybody
right.
you the Adam and Eve.
She like, you don't know what
It's
you.
an age
Her
thing.
thing was, she was like, you don't know what you want. You ain't never did nothing with a boy. I'm
You
like,
going
how
through
you
a
know
phase.
that? I'm like, yeah. She like, you going through a phase.
You don't know what I've been doing.
So she called my dad and called my grandma. And that's the thing I didn't like. I was like, this is big. Even if I was going through a phase, why you telling the whole family?
So that's when y'all don't put everybody in your business.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay. So she called my dad, and my daddy, he was, he talked to me, but he wasn't really like my mama was. But now, mama don't care. She realized like I ended up telling her I didn't have sex with a boy. Like I know what I like, and she was like, that was my thing. She was like, how you gonna say you know what I was like, Mom, I know what I like. Just like when you got a age, you like a little boy if you see him. I'm like, like I don't care what age it is, like sometimes you just know it. Some people grow out that phase and some people don't. But my daddy now, like, they totally different opposites. Like my mama, she know I'm marrying women, like she comfortable with it. And my daddy, he like, don't bring her around, like he real like, but that was with my last girlfriend. He was like, when I moved into my apartment, I came down here, and she came and helped me, and he was like, what's she here for? If I knew she was there, I would have never came. And so, that's a big moment. And so for you to say that to me, it just made me look at him like real different. He was like, I wasn't raised like that. And I was
Y'all listening?
I also let him know, I said, you wasn't raised to be I told him you weren't raised to be sleeping with multiple women either. I said, so how you can't judge me? I told him just like that. I was like, you can't judge me for what I like.
So that hurt. That hurt. So you had to hurt back. Yeah. Like I said, hurt people.
Because you got to think back in the day, y'all coming through a great time right now. Because back in the day, kids was getting kicked out for being gay.
Yeah.
Like parents would put their kids out, like disown them. Like I don't even know you. Back in the day.
Well, one thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just saying, you know.
One thing about our family, now this ain't the first encounter. Now we got encounters of the back 40s and 50s, 60s. I mean, this is nothing that's new, really. It just was more taboo when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? And then I had a family member that was gay that I used to have to fight for him all the time because I couldn't accept that he was, but you weren't gonna treat him like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You weren't gonna do nothing because they was really jumping on dudes back then. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because family had to stick together. But then when I went to the military and never had came out about it. You know what I'm saying? Like he never said, "Oh Tim, this and that" when we was in high school, whatever. But I knew, but you just because I know you better not fuck with him. This. So my thing was when I came back from the military, and he came to me. This when he told me. And he told me, and what was so funny about it, he said, if don't nobody else accept me, I want you to accept me. I said, man, shit, I already knew. Because by this time, I done been in the military. Mm-hmm. And I done seen all type of stuff. So this became a reality to me because this goes on. Because it goes on in the military. It goes on in prison. It goes on in society. This is not something that's new.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been going on since the time.
for you to stick your head in the ground, and then I ain't saying like it's going. Sex goes on. What I mean when it's going on, I date women. I used to. I don't date no more.
Say clear that up.
I ain't giving up my other ways. Don't tell nobody.
Say what? Oh, your mama neat. She said, "Oh, right, I didn't play."
Yeah, like
your mama hit the page.
She
own it.
I don't think we didn't touch on we didn't touch on our siblings, what they go through. Like we never think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, with me being out, like I carry a bag, I do all that. Even though I'm not trans or nothing like that, but the stigma. I remember when me and Brian was like, Brian is a firecracker about me. My brother ain't gone. He don't play. Brian don't play the radio when it comes to me, and I have to really watch why I do stuff, and that's why I move how I move because I know how my folks gonna come. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that like there's no intimidation or thing like that, but I just know it could go there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we know.
So it's like I remember when me and Brian was out to lunch, and we didn't even know we was gonna meet up at the same restaurant. Me and my assistant was out eating, and he sat at the table with us, and there was some females across from us, like 3 of them, and I'm talking about they in reposition because Brian handsome, you know what I'm saying? They reposition to see why he's sitting on the side of me and not knowing this my brother.
Yeah.
Like if you look, you could tell, and it's like our siblings deal with that when they don't know, and it's just the unknown that don't see. Oh, he gay. Oh, this and that. Now they got to deal with them type rumors or just the tease. Oh, your brother a faggot. This and
No, I mean,
you talking.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
That's your truth, baby. Tell
but
your truth.
It's like that's what they deal with that a lot. And my brother beat up a couple of folks just off teasing, not me, but making that comment to him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To come at a weak point for him to hurt him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's another thing I feel like it's got to be grown folks.
Right.
Grown folk, people who are aware, people who are conscious, need to understand that just because a person is different doesn't make him not a person.
Right.
I'm gonna love you because of why I love you. Yeah. One thing I never look at is where you at in your damn bedroom. I could care less. If you ain't in there with me,
it's not my business.
It's not my damn business. I don't care what you're doing in there. You can do it. I mean, why would you even be thinking about that?
And I'm just thanking God y'all ain't never asked us no questions.
No,
like that. Some folks' families is weird.
Like weird. How do y'all do it?
P-Valley shocked me.
Well, see,
down through there. Oh, Lord.
Well, see what happens.
But I'm cool. I ain't tripping. I'm just like that. Just like,
you know what? You know what? A lot of people have problems with it until it hit home.
Right.
Like when it hit home, it's like, oh, now I want you to. Like it's been. That's why I say, be careful what you say and how you treat people.
But the thing is, this thing has been changing for so many years. See, we're looking at the breakthroughs in a lot of this because I remember when you could not say anything about being, and then you had to. I mean, they used to go down and beat people up.
Beat people up for being gay.
You had to be a tough gay. You couldn't be passive and weak, especially if you from the hood. See, like it's like, look, we grew up around and went to the rough school. You know what I'm saying?
She found out when he was doing it, she bagged out.
Okay. So your mama
like
said,
when she realized that this is like I said, when she realized this is what I want, like because Yeah, called me talking to the same girl again. So she like, I done threatened you. I done took your phone. I done gave you punishment. You still. So she got over it.
Yeah, your mama said, when I found out what she really wanted, I backed off. So
Yeah.
she letting you know.
Cause we was gonna bump. I'm a hothead, especially when it comes to like my feelings or like if I know like you know I'm not gonna try to disrespect you, but if I feel like you disrespecting my like who I am as a person, I'm like that shouldn't matter. Like who I love and who I like should not matter.
So that's
I get it.
I got a question on that. Let me ask y'all. When, you know, because a lot of times the stigma is set up on that you're angry all the time and you always have to fight, you know what I'm saying, about
That ain't everybody's story.
you know what I'm saying? but you see the stereotypes that have been put out there.
But that's for black people, period, I feel. They want us to be angry black men, angry gay men, angry straight men, angry just black women. Like that stereotype and that narrative, but they're going to keep.
It's not like that, though. Yeah, I mean, y'all don't walk around angry, ready. If you say this, I'm going to be on this.
Walk around with peace bracelets.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not. Now, I'd have, you know, like a little disagreement. And if I feel like it's just getting too heated, I'm going to leave.
But it shouldn't have nothing to do with your sexuality. A disagreement shouldn't.
Yeah, no. But that's what it was. Like, we was, like, no.
How you going to disagree about your sexuality?
No, what he disagreed with me was like, he was like, you can't be, he basically was saying, like, you had to see, you know, see something gay or, you know, be around, you know, people who are gay to be gay. And I'm like, ain't nobody in my family has ever, like, I'm the only one that I know of out of my bunch. And so I'm like, he was like, well, you just been touched on. I'm like, no, like we had a whole disagreement. How you gonna tell me my story?
I mean, and that's how, really, that's how people think, because I can remember we found out with Jay, and I can remember Mama just like puzzling herself, like what happened?
Dramatic
She
ever.
She was like, what happened? She was like, she see me and her dad every day.
Like, this ain't got nothing to do with
like,
child.
like then she wanted. I shouldn't have let her go over her house. It went down, and it was like, sweet, you know. And I'm like, baby, it ain't.
She thought somebody touched on me. And
Exactly,
nobody touched
like,
on me.
It's just so.
And see, that's the beautiful thing to me, that, you know what I'm saying, that we don't have that stigma to where, you know, that's generational curses as well. You know what I'm saying? Because most time people that do that are be family members on the real tip. So to sit up here with y'all saying that you never had that's a testament to the. Nah. We're gonna go with you in a minute. But these two, as far as our family go, you know what I'm saying, we didn't never. We always participated with love. But now tell me what happened with you.
It wasn't my family member. It was just like my mama ain't found. My mama ain't found out I like girls until 10th grade. Okay. I've been talking to girls for a long time, and I got.
What grade?
I don't know. I had my first crush in kindergarten. Y'all might not think so, but
it's real.
You knew.
I can attest.
Yeah, because we knew about her. Young.
Miss Long, her name was Miss Long. I was like, she look good. Like,
I'm crush on the teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
And I just denied it for a long time because I knew, you know, like my family, like no. So I denied it. You know, like I still, you know, looked at women, but when I got into like 6th grade is when I really started. And
acting on it.
Yeah, acting on it. And
don't you gotta think kindergarten is like 6 years old.
Yeah.
Hell, I had a girlfriend in kindergarten. I know that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You know
I
what
know.
Yeah, I try to hop on a car. Nap time, I'm coming. Goddamn.
I know what I want.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm looking for.
And that's when I think I did get my first kiss in kindergarten with a girl. On the mat.
Yeah, on the mat.
On the mat.
Baby. We're talking about the mat, baby.
So you were watching Dora, but they had the mat.
Yeah.
They had the mat. Oh, the mat.
The mat.
Oh,
That's the map.
oh, I'm wrong.
I know what you was. I know what you was.
Okay, y'all know.
So how was it when you? What happened now?
I think I was in 10th grade when it happened.
Okay.
With the getting touched on. I was with my friend. We thought, you know, I went with her. She was cool with these people, and it just happened. And I don't know. I think that probably did put like okay, like I really don't like them. Men, like they kind of not. Some make you real nervous.
They could be creeps.
They be creeps. Like they like to put pressure on stuff, and this is like okay. Like, and if anytime when I was single, if I ran into one of them like that, I'm like, okay, you know, we not going nowhere. Cause some of them just naturally aggressive, and you know how some people when they want what they want, they're just like, and I'm like, no. Like,
I'm gonna show you how shallow I used to be. This is how I used to think. So I used to be like, well, they come gay. They tired of say they had bad relationships.
Yeah.
Say they, you know, the girl went with a guy and probably had a bad 1 or 2, 3 relationship.
Yeah.
And they see the guy and they be like, fuck this. So let me try.
some of them do that.
Try.
Some of them.
And that's how I used to think. Like, okay, they just
a
you know,
lot of them. A lot
okay.
of them do.
That's how I used to think, right?
Well, now what is that saying about men? Are we not teaching our men to have more control, more discipline?
No, because like okay, like with me and my homegirls, a lot of straight men are not into their feelings or their emotions because when they fall off a bike, what do y'all tell them? Get up.
You better not cry.
Don't cry. You don't show no emotions. That's what
better
they're
walk it off.
So guess
That's
what?
the way we were taught.
They have,
Exactly.
Yeah, but see, you gotta break that cycle.
But see, the cycle-
that's why so many hurt women
I
because
get-
they don't know how to adapt. When they break up with their girlfriend, they hurt their girlfriend. What they do? That's it. They don't know how to adapt emotionally
have no-
or do
I'm
that.
not gonna
You
say
know,
Some.
A lot.
Okay,
A
some.
lot.
But
A lot.
majority of what I know
Exactly.
because
Well,
just from seeing it, I have a lot of homegirls, have a lot of homeboy, and I see it, and it's like
So
I'ma
you
tell
saying
men-
saying that? Wait a minute, let's get up. So you saying the girl don't do nothing wrong, that she just bring that
9
that
times out of
attitude.
10 is not it's not the females.
I mean, so but you
To a
listen.
certain,
Maybe
to a certain
17.
extent.
I mean, but you.
No, I'm gonna say 8 to 5. I'm gonna get them they prop because
Lots of
females out
people.
here really ready to settle down.
Yeah.
It's guys
They
that just
mature
really
fast
playing.
enough.
Like women mature fast,
I
so
don't
that's
know.
why
I'm not-
9 times out of 10, every female got their own spot, their own car, and they bring
And
in
the men
a guy
trying to use
to their
them.
establishment.
No, I
And that's a
disagree with
building
that. I
process. It's
disagree
just like a
with that.
builder bear. You go and see your favorite bear. You gonna invest in them. You like them. You know what I'm saying? It's a product, just like a new car. But it's okay. Like
Listen, the way
it's
I,
just
you
what
know,
you do.
when I look at it from the type of men that I come from,
Right.
It's
okay,
different now.
cause it's like we out here, we in this bitch.
But
now.
y'all, oh,
No,
I'm talking about
I'm,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about.
Right.
Okay, so Brian, Tim, your brother Brandon.
I feel okay. Brandon married, so we can't put Brandon in the same category.
Okay, so
with
it's
Timothy.
plenty dudes that
So it's
on
like,
they, but just because you
but
ready,
our bro, but
just
see,
because you ready to
I'm
have
not
a
gonna say,
relationship.
oh, Brian in a relationship now too, so
Okay.
they changing men.
Okay,
but
so-
my cousins know their truth, and I'm not gonna say
all I'm saying is this: that as you grow and as you get older,
you ain't gonna get me beat
You-
up after this podcast.
you going in through your phases and learning as a man. I'm telling you from a man point
Yeah.
of view. I mean, we come in. First thing we taught is to conquer. We got to have this. This is ours. We supposed to do
But you
this.
still gotta give a
But
little hug.
listen,
every now and then.
listen. Now let me tell you where we came from. Now, we come in here like this. Feelings are for people who don't know how to protect, because we can't love you and protect you and keep these feelings in the forefront. This is what they taught. This is how we used to live. Now, once you go into the phase of understanding self, you got to find people that's like that. Girls, young ladies finding men that's not have went through their rite of passage yet. They haven't became mature men yet. And then when they get them, they run in because they ready to get married. Is he ready? Don't make a decision because you married, you made a decision.
Let me talk.
I don't think that's what it is though. Like I'm telling
If he
you,
ain't
even
ready, why
from-
would you marry?
It ain't even that. It
Okay,
could-
what is it?
A guy can have everything, and that's just from me dating just guys that I date. It's just a guy can have everything, but they not raised on that. They don't want to tie
No,
down till they
I don't
about
know.
35, almost in their 40s. This they prime. They still want to live. Like I'm still a man too. You know what I'm saying?
So,
like
so
it's like
why don't you wait till you're 35 to
Well, I
try to
ain't got
holler
no-
at him?
no.
Okay, so now you know he ain't gonna do it.
So you go
No, she ain't gonna do it. So why you pressing it?
But that's if you invest your time in that person.
Don't
Now, if they
invest in
smart
them.
like I am, then you retract and you get your contract back. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
then so
but other
so
than
you
that, it's
can't
like
blame
that
no-
friendship
So you
over.
can't blame nobody for
After a
being-
certain age.
Nah, people still
because we
learning.
still a little naive to a certain age to a certain thing.
Oh,
and
my.
then you have to mature off some stuff for real. And I'm just speaking from experience.
Okay, well I'm telling you from experience.
Because it didn't hit me till I turned 30.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like, dang,
From-
we gotta
You gotta think we
stop
old
playing
heads.
house.
We married,
know
man.
what
We
I'm
moved
saying?
on. Like their generation is on the.
Listen, bro. Even we older, we have been through the things they're going through now. This is what I'm not saying that everything I say to you.
But see, y'all
you
had
have to
real
listen.
love back then.
I mean, you got it now. You just got to
R&B,
know how to
baby.
find it. You got to know how to find it. You're looking at the outer picture of a person and saying, "Oh man, this dude, this girl got this," and you saying, "Okay, if they can do this, if they do that, and if I can make them do this." No, they got to be ready for all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do instead of you running talking about this what I want, this what I want this. I want you to do this for me. No,
But
listen,
see, you
this is
still
who
gotta
I
have your
am.
conversation.
This is who I am. This is what I'm looking for. What you looking for? We gonna negotiate here.
Exactly.
Well, I ain't looking for another hit. Okay, well I hit you, but I'm gonna go on by my business. Okay, you ain't got to stay there. You ain't got to put yourself in a situation where you in love with somebody if they ain't ready.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. Okay, so Neat and Jay, y'all in a relationship.
Right.
How does it go for y'all? Y'all in a relationship. How does it go? How do it work?
Well,
How does y'all get together and make it work?
So Uncle Tim got like some great points because when we first like met each other, it was like back in 2019 at Lawson. We was both in psychology or whatever. You know, we started fooling around. But I was like, okay, I started getting feelings. I was like, I'm not ready for this. I can't give her what she needs from me, so I'm gonna leave. And so that's what I did. And then we circled back later on, and then we got together. Like, okay, now I'm ready. Like,
And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm
But you
saying
was
take your
taught that because
time.
of how your parents are, right?
I mean, it's
Like okay, when I say that, for instance, like watching your mom and your dad, like I guess correctively love each other. You know what I'm saying? And actually,
so you
getting
saying you
what you're
taught
supposed
to be
visual.
gay.
No,
So-
no. We
so
talking about
wait.
love. We ain't talking about lifestyle. We talking about love.
So
now.
okay, love is
So-
not a lifestyle.
No. We
If
talking about
Tanya-
love,
if-
not a lifestyle.
if
See,
Tanya
being
and Linda-
gay is love is not.
If we married and we love each other, we live in a lifestyle of love.
No,
We're not.
you in a relationship.
We're not.
and
If
I
y'all,
don't know.
is y'all lifestyle?
I don't
Is y'all
know.
lifestyle love?
I don't look at it like that.
Is y'all, if I'm living with a person, I'm doing anything. I'm not doing anything because I got a damn job. I love this person. This is my lifestyle. When I get up in the morning, I'm looking at my loved one saying, okay, shoot, let me what I can
But
do
I
to
don't
make
think
this better.
I don't think a lot of people look
Because
at it like that.
you have to go into your innate ability of
I
understanding
don't
who
think
you
they-
are.
Yeah,
We
but I
have
don't think
we have a
they-
comment. We got a comment from Frankie Warren.
What's up, Frankie?
All right, so he say, we have been through the things they're going through now. This is where I'm not saying that everything.
Well, Frankie, me and Frankie go back to California, the Navy, and all that,
Okay.
and he know like I know, and back in them days it was a little different. Okay, now we done went through. Well, me and him at this time, he had a girlfriend, I had a girlfriend, but neither one of us was ready, and they was in love. They ready to settle down and all this, and we like, man, listen, we got on our car and came back to the east side of America. We left. Because our love wasn't there for them, it's for our family coming home. And that was a love lifestyle. Because I could have stayed out there and lived the lifestyle out there. But I'm here right now because of love. So when you get in a relationship, you design the relationship to fit who these people are. You design it. You don't wait for a relationship to happen. You're the architect of the relationship. You're the author and designer of your future in the relationship. Why would you sit back and wait? If you ain't ready, man, I get it. You was a good person. I wish you would have read it, but I got to go on by my
I
business.
mean, that's the way to do it, though. Like, a lot of young women don't do that no more. Like, I want you to be with me. I want you to do this. I want you to do
If
that.
they ain't-
At this point, we ain't even been in 6 months, and I'm sitting here doing all this, telling me what I want. You can't do that for me.
I'm gonna tell you what
here
y'all
for?
got. I'm gonna tell you what y'all got. Women and men. Men got one thing. Women got another thing. Y'all got tender click and tender dick. That's what it is.
So that's all it is.
That's all it is. The little tut y'all be gone. Mine be blown. Cause you done butt one. You know what I'm talking about? You butt one. You like, whoa. Good Lord. And what was that? I love you. You know what I'm saying? Once you get past that though, who are we dealing with?
Do I like you as a person?
So
Can I see
based on what you
myself with
saying, how is it? You got a little past sex.
Yes.
You gotta be past sex.
I mean, when you
Yeah.
when you first start having sex, have as much as you want. Get it. Cause that's what you're gonna be thinking about. Get it. You're gonna be, I gotta have it. Okay? But once you get over that,
What's next?
Let's talk now.
Yeah.
Woo, that's dang, Gus. You something else. We done broke it down to 3 times a day, so maybe we can talk now. See, that's how you got to do it. I mean, that's how I do it. You know, men. We went strong. I'm like, because you got to take all my aggression right here. Then I'm gonna take yours because it's a passion. But then once you get through that and you see little things you like, you're gonna see things you like, things don't like. Make up your mind, but don't be no fool for nobody.
Know your worth.
Know your worth, and man, I'll leave in a minute.
Heartbeat. I learned that.
Who?
The hard way.
Got to.
So just know, come from me and Tim, y'all uncles and parents, we love y'all regardless of what. Never feel ashamed. Never be scared to ever say what's on your mind. Never be scared to come to us if you need something, want something, you want to talk about something, right?
My thing is, all of that. Man, you got to talk, cause I don't like the you two.
No, that's just what you took.
No,
like
to me, you got too much to offer to think.
That ain't how I think, though. You
Okay,
didn't give me a chance
thank
to
you.
Explain. So that's just
explain
how
it,
you look at
Byron.
Okay, explain it for me.
I gotta go.
Okay, we
Okay,
getting ready.
all
We getting ready to wrap it up. We got a couple minutes. Look here. Anybody else got something to say before we wrap it up? I think we got about 2 or 3 minutes left.
I want to thank y'all for coming and expressing yourself and putting yourself in the and just knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know it ain't easy messing with me up here. You know what I'm saying? Cause it just
You made it.
Yeah, made it easy.
huh?
You made it easy.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I want y'all to continue to grow, continue to love, and you're going to go through things. You're going to have problems, but continue to stand up. It don't matter how many times you get knocked down. Just get up.
But y'all help me to grow. I actually start like looking into stuff. I want to learn it.
Yeah.
Learn what's what. You know what I'm saying? Because, the last thing I want to see y'all do is hurt. So I want to know, how to be there for y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always love y'all regardless. I don't care what's going on.
You can't stop that.
Exactly.
You can't stop me from loving you now. You might not like it, but that's your business.
So I'm always there. And the phone call. She already know. She already know. The phone call. Yeah. So look, we finna wrap it up, man. Look, tune in every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday
man.
night. We gonna do this
7
thing.
p.m., man. We thank everybody for following us. If you haven't subscribed already to our podcast,
Go subscribe and go like the page. And listen here, we got some other things coming on the goddamn horizon.
Exactly.
Okay? If you wanna talk about something during the week, holler at us, see what's happening, okay?
All right. We out of here, man. Peace out.
I'm selling dope.